Have you ever caught yourself reaching for something on a shelf, only to feel your balance wobble just a little more than it used to? Maybe you've noticed that a small misstep on the stairs or a slippery bathroom floor gives you a jolt of fear that wasn't there when you were younger. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. After 60, even the most confident walkers and movers can feel their balance isn't quite what it used to be. And here's the thing. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury for older adults. They don't just cause bruises or broken bones, sometimes they change lives in ways none of us want. But the good news is, preventing falls is absolutely possible. And it doesn't require anything extreme or complicated. With a few smart, simple shifts in daily life, you can protect yourself, stay independent, and keep enjoying all the things you love. That's what we're going to talk about today. I want to share with you some practical, down-to-earth tips that have helped countless people stay on their feet, feel more confident moving around, and avoid those scary slips. Think of this as your personal toolkit for safety and independence, something you can start using today without turning your life upside down. Now, let's start with something you might not immediately think about when it comes to falls: your home. The truth is, most accidents don't happen when we're out on the street or at the grocery store. They happen right at home, the place we think is the safest. Imagine this: you get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, the lights are dim, maybe a rug is sticking out just slightly, and suddenly your foot catches. In an instant, you're on the floor. That tiny rug, or that little bit of clutter in the hallway, becomes the reason you're in pain for weeks. It sounds simple, but making your home fall-proof is one of the most powerful things you can do. Start by looking around your living space with fresh eyes. Are there cords or loose rugs in areas where you walk often? Could better lighting make a hallway safer? Even something as small as putting a nightlight in your bathroom or bedroom can make a huge difference. Think of your home as a partner in your safety. It should help you, not challenge you. A clear path from room to room, sturdy handrails on stairs, and a non-slip mat in the shower are not just nice to have. They're your first line of defense. But your environment is just one piece of the puzzle. Another powerful way to prevent falls is by strengthening your body, particularly your legs and core. You don't need to be a gym rat or spend hours exercising. Simple movements done consistently can make a world of difference. Picture this: every time you stand up from a chair without using your hands, you're not just moving, you're training your muscles to support you better. When your legs and balance are stronger, those little wobbles you might feel when turning quickly or stepping off a curb are much less likely to send you down. Think about adding activities you enjoy that naturally build strength and balance. Walking is wonderful, of course, but so are things like gentle yoga, tai chi, or even dancing in your living room to your favorite song. Each of these activities helps your muscles stay active, your reflexes sharp, and your confidence strong. And confidence is key. When you feel steady, you move with ease. But when you're worried about falling, you tend to move stiffly, and that actually makes falling more likely. By keeping your body active, you train both your muscles and your mind to trust yourself. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you: your footwear. Yes, the shoes you choose every day can either protect you or put you at risk. Maybe you've always loved those soft, comfy slippers, but if they don't have grip, they're like a trap waiting to happen. Or maybe you still wear shoes that are a little too loose because they're easy to slip on. Here's the truth: your shoes are your foundation. Choosing sturdy, supportive shoes with good traction is like giving yourself a personal safety net with every step you take. It might not feel like a big decision, but over time, it can literally save you from a serious fall. Imagine walking across your kitchen floor in socks or smooth-bottomed slippers. It's easy to feel how slippery it can be, right? Now picture wearing shoes with firm support and a sole that grips the ground. Suddenly, every step feels more secure. It's such a simple swap, but it changes the game completely. And this doesn't mean you have to sacrifice comfort. There are so many options now that combine comfort with safety, and finding the right pair is an investment in your freedom to move without worry. These first steps, making your home safer, building strength in your body, and choosing the right footwear, might sound simple, but they're incredibly powerful. Each one adds a layer of protection, like putting up invisible guardrails around your daily life. And the best part is, you don't need to overhaul your whole routine to see results. You can start today, right where you are, with what you already have. We've already looked at how your home, your body, and even your shoes can either work for you or against you when it comes to preventing falls. But there's another piece of this puzzle that often goes unnoticed: your vision. It might sound obvious, of course, we need to see clearly to move safely, but many people underestimate just how big of a role eyesight plays in balance. Think about the last time you walked into a dimly lit restaurant or movie theater. For those first few seconds, you probably moved a little slower, unsure of where each step would land. Now, imagine if your vision is slightly blurred or your depth perception isn't quite right every single day. That tiny bit of hesitation or miscalculation can easily turn into a stumble. This is why regular eye checkups aren't just about reading the small print on a menu, they're about keeping you safe on your feet. Updating your glasses prescription, making sure your lenses are clean, and even considering special coatings to reduce glare can all help you move with more confidence. And don't forget about lighting in your home. If your eyes are doing extra work because of dim bulbs, it's time to brighten things up. Your future self will thank you every time you walk down a hallway without squinting or hesitating. Now, let's shift to another factor that often sneaks up on people: medications. As we get older, it's common to take more prescriptions, and while they help manage our health, some of them come with side effects that affect balance. Maybe you've noticed a little dizziness when you stand up too quickly, or a lightheaded feeling after taking certain pills. These small moments can be warning signs. It doesn't mean you should stop your medication, of course, but it does mean you should talk openly with your doctor. Ask whether any of your medications could be making you dizzy or drowsy. Sometimes, even the timing of when you take them can make a difference. For example, a pill that causes drowsiness might be safer at night rather than during the day when you're up and moving. Having these conversations ensures you're not caught off guard by side effects that put your safety at risk. Another important piece of the puzzle is hydration. Yes, something as simple as drinking enough water can play a big role in preventing falls. Dehydration doesn't just make you feel tired, it can actually lower your blood pressure and cause dizziness when you stand up. Picture this: you've been sitting for a while, maybe reading or watching TV, and when you get up quickly, the room spins just for a second. That 1 second is all it takes to lose your balance. Staying hydrated keeps your circulation steady and your mind sharp, so you're less likely to experience those wobbly moments. If plain water feels boring, try herbal teas or flavored water with a squeeze of lemon. What matters is keeping your body fueled with enough fluids throughout the day. While we're talking about the body, let's not forget about posture. Over time, many people develop habits like hunching forward when sitting or walking. It seems harmless at first, but poor posture shifts your center of gravity, making you less stable. Imagine walking with your body leaning forward, every step feels like you're chasing your balance. Now, imagine standing tall, shoulders relaxed, head up. Suddenly, you feel grounded, steady, and secure. Practicing good posture isn't just about looking confident, it's about being balanced from the ground up. Gentle stretching, strengthening your back muscles, and even simple reminders like placing a sticky note near your favorite chair with the words, "Sit tall," can work wonders over time. Another subtle but powerful tip is to pay attention to how you transition between sitting and standing. Many falls happen not because someone tripped over something, but because they got up too quickly and felt lightheaded. This is called postural hypotension, and it's more common than you might think. The solution is simple: give your body a moment to adjust. When you're ready to stand, plant your feet firmly on the floor, take a deep breath, and rise slowly. That pause of just a few seconds allows your blood pressure to stabilize, giving you a much steadier start. And here's one more thing to consider: multitasking. We live in a world that encourages us to do several things at once, but when it comes to moving around, especially after 60, multitasking can be risky. Maybe you're walking from the living room to the kitchen while checking your phone, or carrying laundry down the stairs while calling out to a family member. In those moments, your attention is divided, and your body can't respond as quickly to unexpected slips or uneven ground. Giving your full focus to walking, even for just a few seconds, is a simple but powerful way to protect yourself. Think of it as mindfulness in motion. Every step deserves your attention. All of these adjustments, keeping your vision sharp, managing your medications, staying hydrated, improving posture, moving mindfully, are like layers of protection. They don't require drastic changes to your lifestyle, but together, they build a strong safety net around you. You're not just preventing falls, you're creating an environment and a routine that allows you to live with more freedom, more confidence, and more peace of mind. We've talked about the space you live in, the strength of your body, your vision, your posture, even the shoes you wear. But there's another part of fall prevention that's often overlooked, and it's just as important: listening to your body. As we age, our bodies send us signals all the time. Maybe you felt a little dizzy after bending over, or your knees have given you a subtle warning with a sharp twinge. Too often, people ignore these signs, brushing them off as just getting older. But those little whispers from your body are like friendly reminders. They're telling you when to slow down, when to rest, and when to get something checked. Paying attention to those signals can make all the difference. If you notice new or worsening balance issues, or if dizziness is happening more often, don't chalk it up to age. Talk to your doctor. There are many solutions, from simple exercises to adjusting medications, that can restore your steadiness. Another key piece of the puzzle is staying socially engaged. You might wonder, what does that have to do with falling? Quite a lot, actually. When we're active in our communities, whether it's through exercise groups, clubs, or just meeting friends for coffee, we tend to move more. We're not sitting in the same chair for hours, we're walking, talking, laughing, keeping our minds and bodies alert. Isolation, on the other hand, can lead to less activity, weaker muscles, and slower reflexes, all things that increase fall risk. So, think of your social life as part of your health routine. A phone call, a shared walk, even a few minutes of laughter with friends, it all helps keep you strong and steady. Let's not forget about nutrition, either. What you eat plays a big role in bone strength and muscle health. Calcium and vitamin D are especially important after 60, not just for preventing fractures if you do fall, but also for keeping your bones resilient enough to support you every day. Think about adding foods like leafy greens, dairy, fish, and fortified cereals into your diet. And remember what we talked about earlier: hydration matters, too. Eating well and drinking enough water don't just give you energy, they make sure your body has the building blocks it needs to stay upright and stable. Another powerful but often underused tool is assistive devices. Now, I know, the word cane or walker might make you think of frailty, but let's flip that perspective. These tools aren't a sign of weakness, they're a sign of wisdom. They're a way to keep your independence longer, to keep you doing the things you love without fear. A cane, a sturdy walking stick, or grab bars installed in your bathroom are like teammates working alongside you. And if you choose them before you absolutely need them, they can actually prevent a fall that might have otherwise forced you into using them. Think of them as proactive, not reactive. Now, here's something that ties everything together: confidence. Fear of falling can sometimes be as dangerous as the fall itself. When you're constantly worried about tripping, you might start limiting your activities. You stay seated instead of walking outside, you avoid stairs, you say no to outings. The less you move, the weaker you get, and the more likely a fall becomes. It's a cycle no one wants. Building confidence through small, consistent steps, exercising, making your home safer, practicing balance, wearing the right shoes, gives you the freedom to move without fear. And with every small success, your confidence grows stronger. So let's bring this all together. Preventing falls isn't about living in fear or wrapping yourself in bubble wrap. It's about making thoughtful choices each day that add up to a safer, stronger, and more independent you. Clearing pathways in your home, keeping your muscles active, staying hydrated, paying attention to your posture, choosing supportive shoes, checking your vision, talking with your doctor about medications, eating for strong bones, and staying socially connected, each of these is like a puzzle piece. Alone, they help a little. Together, they create a powerful picture of safety and confidence. And here's the most important part: you don't have to do it all at once. Start with one change. Maybe tonight, you plug in a nightlight. Tomorrow, you drink one more glass of water. The day after that, you take a short walk or practice standing up from a chair without using your hands. Each small change adds strength, balance, and security. Over time, those little steps lead to a life where falls are less likely, and joy is more certain. Remember this: your life after 60 is full of possibility. You deserve to enjoy it without fear of falling holding you back. By caring for your body, your environment, and your mind, you're not just preventing accidents, you're creating a foundation for more freedom, more laughter, and more years of doing the things you love. So, if this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you made any small changes in your daily routine that made you feel safer on your feet? Share them in the comments. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more practical, uplifting tips to live your best life after 60. Here's to staying strong, steady, and confident, because age may change many things, but it should never take away your ability to live fully and fearlessly.